What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at again with another video, and today we're here with Hunter x Hunter episode 104. Last episode, we had Moro get into a fight with Chidu. Chidu seems to have like some type of dimension, like a domain type of ability. I don't know. But Moro seems to be taking it with in stride, and making all the right decisions in like saying, yo, I'm just gonna take a nap and then deal with it later, because I mean, why would you do anything else? We also got a very interesting connection in the way of Merum and the blind girl. Still haven't got her name, unless I'm just completely stupid and they said her name before and I just didn't notice. But still haven't got her name. But it's really interesting because of how Merum is, I guess you can say, just the personality of Meruem versus how he solves problems, and what he strives to be, versus like a little blind girl who is just like completely like not unaware, but just throwing him off, because he doesn't follow the same rhythm as everybody else. So with all that being said, we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to that in is always my social media. Link's gonna be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be in the description for that as well. So with all that being said, we're gonna get our headphones. Oh, we also have Discord. We're gonna get our headphones, make sure that they're on. I turned them off. Wow. 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 Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. 5,000. Damn. You wanna die? A great way to get your block knocked off. Hmm. You call. Okay. Cool. That's okay. I honestly stick by what I said last episode. If we could turn this shit down, if we could get an entire episode of just Merum and the blind girl. Oh, I hate calling her the blind girl because she has to have a name. But Merum and the blind girl, like if we can just get like a full episode of them playing Gungi, oh, just them playing Gungi and like them talking and stuff, like not even talking really, because he doesn't really talk to the girl. um he kind of just like contemplates, and that's better, really. That's actually better because Merum can just sit there and contemplate, and uh the blind girl can just kind of like react off of what he says, because it seems like that's exactly what she's doing. That would be really interesting. Probably not going to get that, but that would be really interesting. I'd like that. Okay, let's get into it. Dang, somebody got the Glock unloading. Oh yeah, because they got the little bink. Stupid. The fuck you think this is? Yeah, he got a mean ass left hook. Ah, damn, he slid in there kind of smooth like scoops. Nice. Hide and seek. That's a cool ability. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's a rip. What? It's a building. Number exit. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's cold. That is a sickening ability. Oh, that's so cool. That's actually a cool ability. Mhm. Okay. So it's actual. So it's actual attacks must not be very effective. Yep. Meaning that. Yep. Right. So take out him. Get that eyes out of the sky. You basically just took out the UAV. Also, I'm guessing that this 8 hour period is 8 hours in this world and not in the outside world. Bro, listen, bud, if you were going to attack, you would have already done it. No, you just fucking. Yeah, you just disturbed him. Like, fuck off. Mmm. Got him. Yep. Oh, he's an easy read. He's an easy read. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? The craziest thing, the craziest thing is that craziest thing is that I don't even need to know how this game is played. Really, it's still interesting to watch them play it. Actually, the fact that I don't know how this game is played makes it even better. Damn. But how many possibilities can you? Hmm. Can you disrupt? Can you disrupt the rhythm of somebody this free flowing? Damn. He's a smart motherfucker. But some tells me, oh, did he get her? I don't think you got her. I don't think you got her. Okay. Listen, I might not know how this game is played, but I feel like you don't really know what you done did for real. Think she a couple of steps ahead of you, and by a couple I mean 1,000. Got your dumbass. Oh no. I was a couple steps ahead of you, and I mean 1,000. That's so crazy. Oh, she is breaking his spirit. Probably feel bad for you, big dog. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, she came up with it. 10 years? Aren't you like what? 13? Oh my fucking god, dog! You were playing somebody that made the fucking rule book. Both players. Oh, She just felt honored that somebody was felt like the strategy was smart enough to be used. Oh my god. Oh, the strategy disappeared from the. Damn. Damn. Oh. Oh, she feels a sense of love for that move. Oh, wow. Interesting. She waited because she didn't want to put the move down again. Wow, yeah, that's very true. Wow, nah, that's very significant. That's crazy. Oh no. It's always the overconfident that are so easy to. He got you by the ankle. Yep. Oh my god. And he's just gonna reel you in. Oh my god, he was fishing. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. I don't think it matters. Oh. Oh my god, that's crazy. Cut his leg off. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's swinging at that bitch. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, so he couldn't attack. Yeah. Like I said, if he could attack, he would have. Oh. Oh no. Huh? Oh, that nigga going plus ultra. Uh, what? Okay. Oh, that's fucking facts. That's dumb as fuck. Why? Yeah. Why would you just use the claws? I was about to say you're an idiot. Yes. Yes. Morla's such a go. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's insane. What? Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh damn. Great. Okay. Oh yeah, you already dirted him. Right. That nigga's dirted. Gotcha, dumbass. Nah, ain't no way he does that. Yeah, he's not gonna go back to really to my dog and say that you failed. You will die. You might as well just die here. Why does he have this MTV ass power? The ability in exchange for. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. 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 Cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, well, okay, that's also fair. Okay, so you can use it for an hour. Fair. Also fair. Also fair. Yeah, because if not, you get fucking dirted. Bro, this ugly ass ability. Okay. Oh, he is contemplating. Yeah, he's enjoying the. Yep. Yep. This is this is good shit. I know this is good shit, bro. This is good shit, bro. This is such good shit. He is genuinely enjoying the matches. He's having the time of his life. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? You know how boring and lonely it is at the top? Makes so much sense. Makes so much sense. I love this. As that is just a really good way to tie these two characters together. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Nope, I don't want to see no next on whatever episode. Don't need it. Ah, okay. That was cool. That was cool. Um, a really cool thing about this episode was, as we know, the a lot of the ants are gaining new powers, especially with the ability with someone having the ability to grant new powers. Um, we spent a lot of time worrying about what the abilities that they would gain were. Like even when they first started using Nin, we were like, what the fuck, bro? Like how, like what are they gonna come up with and all this other shit? And now that we have basically somebody that's just dispensing them like it's fucking Skittles, we should be more afraid. But the show has a bit of balance to it, to where while yes we should be afraid because not people, but well, yeah, kind of people, but though characters or chimera ants I should say are gaining new powers, they aren't, we have to remember that not everybody is smart enough to know how to use their power or craft their power or anything like that. As well as, since these are very these are like quickly produced abilities, of course the ones that don't see, are the ones that gain those abilities and haven't trained with it and stuff like that. Of course they're not going to be as good at using them. So I like that the story gave us a little bit of balance with the fear of the Chimerians gaining new abilities, because yes, that's scary, but we also have to realize that some of them are idiots, like Cheetu, like though he was fast, he relied on it so much. It's kind of like characters that can teleport. Usually the tell for characters that can teleport are like really, or that are like really fast or have some type of extraordinary mobility. Usually their tell is that they have a lot of tells. That's usually what stops them, is that they're very predictable. At least if you can survive long enough to predict it, or predict what they do, you realize just how predictable they are. So having Cheetu just be a fucking idiot is actually a really cool thing, because what it also does for its character is just kind of humanizes them a little bit more. Even though they are the enemy, it still humanizes them a little bit. Just seeing them actually be something more than soldiers, we even do that in the beginning of the show with the ants, the underling ants, like complaining and like, saying, what if we just do this by ourselves? Just the more you humanize the ants, the better the story's gonna be. So the show getting that bit of characterization and detail every now and then, or as much as they can, that's a really good thing. And I think that's something that the show does pretty well, is that it seems to like really take its time, right? And not in a way of like, the pacing is ass, and people, and not enough is happening, and we aren't getting to the nitty gritty. Like, yeah, I know that there has to be a huge battle soon. Of course, at some point, Meruem's gonna fight Netero, and it's gonna be insane. Of course they have to, but they take their time getting there. And it's good. It's a good thing that they do it, because I do want to learn more about, like, as I keep saying, I highly doubt Meruem loses this fight. I think that Netero gives him a run for. I think Meruem comes out of this fight going, "Ooh, god damn, nigga, I I gave you I gave you oh you motherfuckers. I gave y'all a little bit. I didn't give y'all enough credit. I didn't. Y'all got some power too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I expect. But I don't expect I don't expect Netero to come out of it. Or to come out of it alive at least. So when I say that it's good that they give the time to characterize Meruem, at least, because we don't really have a lot of characterization for we have a good amount of characterization for Netero. Like we understand who he is and like what he does. It's not like we know Netero's backstory or anything like that, so I can't exactly say the same thing for Netero, but I will say that since we're basically looking at the beginning of Meruem's life, it's a little different for him. But yes, it is good that they're taking their time, fleshing everything out, everybody out. And even if it does seem like nothing's happening or just things are boring or something like that, it's a good thing that we get these moments. And throughout my time of watching anime, like from like just being a kid and to this point, I've learned to be very patient with this type of stuff. That's not me saying like, oh yeah, bro, this pacing's really slow and I just gotta grin and bear it, you know. No, not like that. It's just that I found a appreciation for shows that don't mind taking the back roads. You know what I'm saying? That don't mind taking the scenic route. It's fine. It's okay. You know, not every episode does not have to be does not have to be fire, fights, fire. Give me a little seasoning on this story. Season it up a little bit. I understand the main course is flavorful. I get that. Season it up a little bit though. Let it marinate. You know, don't just eat it raw. Cook it. Let it marinate. Season that motherfucker crisply. You know what I'm saying? Do that to the story, and you have a good story. It also doesn't help that like just lately the anime community has been very spoiled with like just really good shows and animation. So, but that's a whole different rant. All that to say is that I just really like that they take their time. They're taking their time. Now, with all that being said, the things that are happening with Meruem and okay. I don't feel like going back and seeing if they said her name, but if they have already said her name and I just missed it, please let me know. Cause Blind Girl and Meruem, I like what they're doing with this, because it's a very normal story of the like all-powerful godlike being or monster, I should probably say in this case, being interested in something that isn't as physically powerful or like almighty or anything like that, simply because that thing is that thing is different or like different from the others, or just, as Meruem says, disrupts the rhythm. But the crazy thing is I think the best thing about them playing Gungi and stuff like that is that Meruem makes a huge point of that everybody has that rhythm. You disrupt it, and then they're fucked basically. But what Meruem doesn't notice is that, or at least this is what I think, is that Meruem probably has a rhythm to himself as well. The fact that Merum looks for a rhythm is his rhythm. And basically, the blind girl is doing exactly what Meruem is doing, only she isn't overt about it. Like, neither's Meruem really, but she conceals it a lot better, to the point that maybe it's not outwardly said, or it's not outwardly said to the viewer, or like it's not in your face with a viewer, but that's exactly what she's doing, just on the opposite side. And she's way better at it, because she's just that good at this game. So the rhythm that the rhythm that Meruem is building up is always disrupted by this little girl, because she's so many steps ahead of Meruem, at least intellectually, when it comes to this game. Now, we don't know how all of her ability, or her abilities, skills, and talents in Gungi, like, we don't know how it translates into real life, but it doesn't really need to. Here's why: is because we aren't looking big picture here. I don't think we're looking to be like, oh, how does this game of Gungi affect life, or like, how does this make these two better? It doesn't. At the very core of it, and what we need to be thinking about with everything that's going on, rhythms and stuff like that, and like, her being like, oh yeah, I didn't want to kill another, I didn't want to kill the move again, right? That's what made her stop it. And even this lends credence to what I'm about to say, is that at the end of the day, this is the show being very smart in the way that they humanize Meruem, because Meruem just enjoying the game is what we should really be looking at. It's not that Meruem's enjoying the game because she's a very strong opponent, and this could make him a smarter person if he comes out on the other side. I mean, if he can really best her. No, it's not about all that. It's the simple fact that Meruem is having a good time. That's it. That's all it is. It's just that Meruem is having a good time. Why is that important? It's because that itself is what humanizes Meruem. For the longest amount of time, or at least as long as Meruem has been alive, what was scary about Meruem, and this is what we said about the ants, is what was scary about Meruem in the beginning, and what was scary about the ants in the beginning, is that they were almost robotic. That's if they stayed like that, it would have been wraps for so many people. Meruem, the ants, everybody was robotic with it. They were a hive mind, until they started to show more humanistic traits, and tendencies. The same thing is happening to Meruem as what happened to the ants in the beginning of the arc. Slowly, he's becoming more human. Slowly, he's becoming, for lack of a better term, he's soft. He's softening up. That's not a bad thing. That's not, if anything, if JoJo has taught me anything, that's not a bad thing. Being soft is not bad. It is human to enjoy things, However, the fact that we are human for a lot of people, and for humanity in general, that is our downfall and our greatest, that's our greatest, ability as well. The fact that we enjoy things, love things, we find very, we find sentiment in the very small things, and we see that in Meruem being like, I'm frustrated because I keep losing on God, and she beating my ass, but This shit fun as fuck though. I ain't about to lie. Like that's the beauty of what we're seeing here, of what's unfolding here, and that's why I really like this relationship we have here, this rivalry that we have here. Sad part is, since this is what started the downfall of the ants, this is exactly what's happening with Merum. This is his downfall. Unfortunately, I don't think Merum will. Merum is still Merum. By the time that Merum understands, or slightly understands what he's doing and how what he's doing is eventually going to hurt other people and himself in turn, because it hurts other people, because he's becoming more human, there will be a point where Merum's really going to wish that he could have just not have done this. And maybe it's not exactly him being like, oh, I wish I could have been a good guy, you know, I really wish we all could have been friends. No. Merum's just going to think back to the times that he enjoyed playing this game, and he's going to want that back more than world domination or whatever he's doing here. It's not really a thing of, yeah, bro, like I could have had world domination, I could have had my friends with me and all. No, it's like, I could have been playing Gungi with that blind girl, but no, here I am, dying or getting dirted, or however he dies, because Merum has to die. I don't even think that that's like a question. Merum, there will be no Merum's a part of the gang again. It's not because like he's evil, it's because of how strong Merum is from a meta perspective. For how strong Merum is, it wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be very smart. You would get like you get one of those, you write yourself into one of those Dragon Ball Z corners. You don't want to do that, where power scaling starts like not making so much sense. So Merum has to die. He will die. It's just that when he does, and however he dies, he's going to look back at this and say, yeah, I really wish I could have been playing made up chess with that blind girl who always has a cold, you know. And that's the beauty of what's going on here. I think that's the beauty of this entire arc, is that these hive minds have become sentient. They have become human, and they have gained independence in their thought. Even Merum, he's gained independence from seeking, or he's gaining, I should say, gaining independence from seeking power. It's not that he's all the way there, and he probably never will be all the way there, because he's eventually going to die. But he is gaining that independence. We're seeing a reflection of what we saw in the beginning of this arc, which is hive minds becoming human, things having a soul and being something more than just a monster. And funny enough, it all started with one human. Just in this sense, it was a live one. So yeah, this is really good. I really like what they're doing. I'm gonna say this until both Merum, that blind girl, and everybody else is dead. I wouldn't mind a full episode of them just playing Gungi and Merum contemplating, and what's her name? We don't know her name. I keep thinking we know her name, and I keep wanting to call her Neon, but that's the blue-haired girl. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Now, the blind girl is interesting because on her side, the interesting thing that we got was the move thing, where she stopped, and this is basically just going to be a rehash of what we said with the heroine. That's not his fucking name. That's Meruem when he on that heroin. Um, it's basically going to be kind of a mirror towards Meruem. Is that when she sees the move and she stops, and Meruem thinks like, oh, she's thinking, got her cornered, and instead she just goes ahead and kills it, and she wins the match. And Meruem thinking to himself, like, as we and like keep everything that we just said in mind, Meruem thinking in a way of, like, why would you stop? You must have been thinking on how to defeat it, how to destroy it. You know, like you must have been thinking like, how do you beat this move? Why did you stop? But you beat it so easily. So like, why did you stop? It doesn't make sense. And the little girl giving a very human response, which is, I really like that move. I made it. You know what I'm saying? I have pride that somebody used it. And when somebody used it as like a king or a god, that which more like a king, which is like how a king would use like another soldier, she's like, when somebody used it, I felt pride, you know, like that was like my child, something that I made. And I felt bad having to kill it again. Like, I didn't want to kill it again. And that has a lot of layers to it, because one, her seeing her moves as children, and her basically being a mother to the moves that she creates, or the strategies that she creates, it reflects a lot on Meruem's mother, who created a bunch of weapons or strategies, moves, soldiers, whatever you want to call them, such as a pieces to a gungi board. Whereas the mom at the end of her life, like, you know, created Meruem, and like she's seen all like a bunch of her children basically die, which is also can be seen as like her pieces. You meet this girl who is doing the same thing in a very small way, but showing a lot of love to something way less significant than Meruem or anything else, or any other chimerant that was created, right? Meruem doesn't see this, of course. He heard her out, and that was the longest, as what's his name said, like that's the longest that he has ever like actually listened to somebody. So he heard her full story out, so he was interested enough. But Meruem might not exactly understand why it resonated with him so much. But I know as like a viewer, why it resonated with me is that it mirrors what was going on with his mom, the Ant Queen or whatever, and also what Meruem's what Meruem's doing right now, which is sending off pawns, pieces, strategists, whatever, to, bitch, why is that? Stop that. My fucking computer started yelling at me. Strategists or whatever, he's sending them out, and they're out there dying, which he sees them as less than, of course, so he doesn't care if they die. Whereas this young lady doesn't see her pieces, or her not her pieces, but she doesn't see her creations as insignificant. In fact, she sees her creations as so important that she does not want to take them down. That's crazy. That's crazy. We are looking at a very classic, this is the really bad guy, and this is the really good guy. Like, this one's pure evil, this one's really nice and innocent, and they're both going to come together and have a great time. It's happened before. This ain't new, but I've said it millions of times already in the 100 and something episodes that we've watched on Hunter x Hunter, and I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it until the end of this show, and probably after. But Hunter x Hunter does not invent the wheel, but it adds enough it adds enough pieces and parts to it to make it look really good when it spins. That's all. And we're seeing that right here. It's really good. It looks really good. The story is really good. Love it. I want more of it. I would love a full episode of it. I wouldn't complain if the next 5 episodes were just Meruem and blind girl playing chess. Gungi. So great episode. Really enjoyed that. That was fantastic, especially with Moro just being a don and not dirtying Cheetu, but showing him how stupid he looks. In the stuff with Meruem and the girl is really good. It's really fun. So really good episode. Really love these more informational informational. Is that a word? For some reason I feel like it's not a word. Really like these episodes where it's more information than fighting. Fights are cool, but I really like the story. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description for that as well. We also have Discord if you want to join that. And that's about it. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There it is. All right. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.